As you know, we were receiving crates of raisins from AAA Raisin Company for a while now. First time, we received a box. We received 3 raisins. And it's supposed to have been 13 raisins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we said, well, how many are in the box? There's supposed to be 13 raisins. And we realized that if we took away 3 from here, we ended up with 10 in my box. And then later on we said, well, that's just if we take x plus 3, and then we have 13. We subtracted 3 raisins from both sides, and we got x equals 10. Right? And the next thing we did, we said, well, we got 2 boxes from AAA Raisin Company. And in this case, they said they had 10 in there. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we wanted to know how much was in each box. And so we said, well, how do we get how much in each box? Oh, well, we split it up. We divided it into 2 equal pieces. So we had there and that, and we had 2 sets of 5, right? And that's just dividing by 2 to both sides, right? So I propose a new problem. We're going to receive 2 boxes plus 2 raisins, and it's supposed to be 12. Okay? So what you do is everybody get out your boxes, everybody get out your 2 raisins, everybody get out your 12 raisin tokens for the other side, so 12 raisin tokens for the other side. Then I want you to tell me how many have to be in each box. Okay, I'm going to walk around and see what you're doing. At this point, I'm going to walk around, I'm going to look at all the students, I'm going to try to figure out how much they have in each one of their, make sure they got 2 boxes, make sure they've got the 3 raisins, make sure you got 12. Make sure they got 12 raisins on the other side and the raisin tokens, and then take a look at all this stuff and go, okay, make sure everybody's got it and see if everybody can get to 5. My goal is to get them all to come up with 5 on their own. Then we'll talk about what they did. Everybody should be sitting at 5. Everybody should be sitting at 5 right now. This is a note to people listening to this. So now I'm going to pick some students. I'm going to say, look, we started off with 2 boxes, and 3 raisins. And we knew that was 13 raisins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And so what did you do? And so I'd ask, Bob, what are you going to do? So you subtracted off. So you took these 3 and separated. We got rid of those, and we said 3 from each side. So we got rid of those, right? And that was the same thing we did before. That's subtracting 3 from both sides. Okay? And then we looked at 2 boxes, and what do? We divide them into 2 piles. That's just dividing by 2, right? Divided by 2. So we divided by 2, we divided by 2, and we ended up with 5. Now, let's do this in Mathanese. What's the way we write? We write 2 times, I don't know how much. What's that? I don't know. X plus 3 plus 2 raisins. I keep putting 3 up there. Plus 2 raisins is equal to 12 raisins, right? And so, what did we do first? We subtracted both sides by 2. And I get 2x equals 10. And then we divided both sides by 2. And we got x equals 5. And notice what we're doing. We're doing everything backwards. And that backwards, when I add, means subtract. Because it's an equal sign, right? Because it's 2 times, I'm going to divide by 2. Okay? And if I divide by 2, I get my final answer. So same thing we did before. We just have to do it in 2 steps. And the tricky part now is the first step is going to be the addition. We're going to do this backwards from order of operations like we did before. We're going to do this backwards, okay? So Alex, so that was my 4 minutes and 22 seconds or whatever it was. So that would be my go as far as I can, show them what I'm going to do. I don't know if you've got extra students or whatever, you could actually play that off a little bit and reduce the amount of time you have to do this part. But the idea of showing them where this 2-step equation, the idea comes from, I think that's what would do it. As far as chants are concerned, you need to stress backwards, okay? Because order of operations, they've been taught parentheses, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. But when they do it, when they see an equal sign, you got to do it backwards. You do the opposite things and you do the opposite order. Opposite thing, opposite order. Opposite, what do we call these? Functions, reactions? Opposite process? That's terrible. What do you call them when you put two things together? I don't know. Anyway, you'll have to look that up, Alex. So opposite functions in opposite order. Opposite functions, opposite order. So we see equal sign, opposite functions, opposite order. Okay? So instead of going multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, you're going to go subtraction, addition, multiplication, division. Okay? So the chant would be something along the lines of do things backwards. Okay? If there's an equal sign, do things backwards. An equal sign, do things backwards. Okay? All right, something like that. All right, so that's it. I will send this to you now. I'm going to pause the recording, and away it goes. Please send me any questions, whatever. Yeah.